Hi, welcome back to On the Volley, okay? And on this edition, I'm here to talk about that man, Ange Postecoglou. Well, now the Premier League season has started, okay? Quite a few of the games have all been played, and you've got Brighton, Arsenal, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Man United and Newcastle all started the season with a win, yeah, so they're all on 3 points. Now, Man City are playing this afternoon. They're away to Chelsea. Let's be honest, I can't see anything other than a Man City win. But let's get to the game, which is more important for us, okay, and this video. And that is tomorrow. And that's going to be Tottenham Hotspurs away from home to Leicester City. Or as I call it, Ange Spurs. Now, remember something, Ange has always, whatever team he's gone to and managed, he's always turned around and said, don't judge me on the first season, judge me on the second. So this is his second season now, yeah? And Ange, as you've asked always, every time, people are going to be judging you on this season. Now, don't get me wrong, I love that man, Ange, from the time that he's, managed Celtic. And when he went to Spurs last season, he went through the same shit that he went through when he took over Celtic, yeah? Where, people are questioning his tactics, the fact that he doesn't have a plan B, so on and so forth. But I tell you what, okay, that boy got off to a bloody screamer, because if I remember rightly, and correct me if I'm wrong, first 10 games, they went unbeaten. But it's not just that. It's the style of football they were playing. I can't even remember. I don't think the Spurs supporters can remember the last time they saw Spurs playing free-flowing, attacking football like they did last season. And let's not forget, yeah, they were without their talisman, if you like, Harry Kane, okay? So, they didn't have a really known striker at the level of Harry Kane. Son had to step up, and he stepped up, okay? Did a good showing, put some goals in. Don't ask me how much. I don't know. I haven't got him fact-checked it. Okay, as you all know, I don't support Tottenham. I'm an Arsenal supporter, but I do follow Ange Postecoglou. So I watched, for the first time in my life, Spurs games last season, yeah? And because of that, obviously, I got a lot of grief from my boys, okay, the Arsenal supporters, who gave me a lot of grief. They were ribbing me, you've become a Spurs supporter, you're a secret Spurs supporter and all that. No, mate, no. Arsenal always in England. I'll always be Arsenal, but I'm also very objective, yeah? And let's be honest, okay, the season before Ange came in, they finished 8th. The season Ange came in, they finished 5th. And let's not forget, after the first 10 games, yeah, where they went unbeaten, they had a spate of injuries and suspensions. Okay, so, that obviously had an effect, yeah? Okay, that obviously had an effect. So, look, let's get back to this season anyway, yeah? Now, after starting off with a 10-match unbeaten run, can Ange Postecoglou equal or even better that? That is what we're all waiting to see. Because, like he's always said, judge him on his second season. And he set a good standard in the first season, yeah? Now, I'm looking at the transfers. And I'm looking at Archie Gray. They brought in Archie Gray, who I think is a great player for the future. Apparently, he could fit into the first team now. Then there's, I think, Lucas Bergvall. I can't even pronounce his name. Okay, or Bergvall, yeah. Another young gun who I think they're talking about loaning him out or something. And then, another rumour saying that even he could fit into the first team now. And they've just got a player from Burnley, Odegaard, who I know absolutely nothing about. But judging by some of the comments of the Spurs supporters, okay, seems to be a good buy for Spurs, yeah? They decided to keep Timo Werner. And Timo Werner, to be totally honest, last season, he didn't really set the pitch alight. Okay, I thought he played quite well, but in front of goal, he had some horrendous misses. Okay, and that could just be confidence. So at the end of the day, I think that is another good signing for them, yeah? So, all in all, I think they've done some good business up until now. I think that, Ange has been backed. Normally, what I know of Ange Postecoglou, he has to authorize the signings. So whatever players that they've got in, I do believe that Ange has had a say in it. So if they're there, it's because Ange wants them there. And Ange wants a particular type of player. He wants a player that is going to fit into his philosophy and his style of football. And we all saw his style of football, okay, last season. And I think there's a lot more to come from Ange. Look, I'm going to go out on a limb, okay, right? I'm going to get criticised, I'm going to get ridiculed, but I don't give a fuck, okay? I try to be objective. And I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say that Ange Postecoglou is going to bring them a trophy this season. I honestly believe that. I also think that Ange's Spurs will be challenging this season, okay? I will definitely put money on them to finish in the top four. Let's be honest, okay? For me, okay, it's the top two is between Man City and Arsenal. Third and fourth place position, I would say it's between Liverpool and Spurs. And that's not to take away anything from Aston Villa, who had a great season last season. Man United, so against Fulham, didn't light up the pitch, didn't light up the town, do you know what I mean? Yeah, they scraped a 1-0 win as far as I'm concerned, yeah? I don't think they're going to be challenging this season. So, a trophy for Spurs, it's long overdue for them, okay? And after having Conte, after having Mourinho, the big name managers, they've got, let's be honest, an unknown, okay? Regardless of what he's done in the past, he's still classed as unknown, okay? There's still no respect put to his name, okay? I still think he's underrated, okay? And what I say is, okay, just, write him off at your peril. That is what I say to all the other teams. And what I'd say to Arsenal, what I'd say to Man City, what I'd say to Liverpool is do not write Spurs off, okay, as long as Ange Postecoglou's there. Look, I said this last season in the videos as well. I'm hoping that Ange does well, okay, as long as they don't do better than Arsenal. So if Arsenal win the league, Spurs come second, I'll be happy with that. The Spurs fans will be happy with that. Ange won't be happy with that. I'll tell you that for a start, yeah. He doesn't like losing. He doesn't like coming second. I think he's going to get criticised again this season. Football fans are fickle. As soon as he has a couple of bad games, okay, they're going to be on his back. What I would say to the Spurs fans is keep the faith, trust in Ange, and he will bring you a trophy. Again, I'm putting myself out there, but I'm putting myself out there based on the fact that I believe I know more or less, if you like, Ange. I've studied him, I've researched him, and if I was a football manager, I'd probably want to emulate him. Him, Pep Guardiola, Arsene Wenger, Alex Ferguson, they all had theirs. And don't get me wrong, I'm not putting Ange Postecoglou on the same level as Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, and Pep Guardiola as yet, because he has to prove himself. But let's not forget something. When Arsene Wenger came to Arsenal, no one had a fucking clue who he was, yeah? Nobody. And in his first 10 seasons, okay, Arsene Wenger changed the face of football and how football was played. So can Ange Postecoglou do that? Yeah, I think he can. I honestly believe that Ange is going to put his mark on there. I would have hoped that he would have come to Arsenal before instead of going to Spurs or even any other team, yeah? But Spurs are lucky. They're the ones that have got him. They had the foresight to, say, okay, come to us, okay? We believe in you. We'll back you. And that will be paid off, okay? Now, like I said, I'm going to get some stick now, yeah, from the Arsenal boys. You're bigging Spurs up, okay, right? You're wanting them to win a trophy. No. I'm not bigging Spurs up. I'm bigging Ange up. There's a massive difference there. And it's not that I want them to win a trophy. I'm just telling you, that man, Ange Postecoglou, will bring them a trophy. That's the way I see it. Could I be wrong? We'll see at the end of the season. But I don't think so. Anyway, listen, I've got no more to say, yeah. I'll be watching the Spurs game. I'll be watching every game. So I'll be watching the Arsenal games, I'll be watching the Spurs games, and I'll be watching, obviously, Celtic, because I'm going to be watching Celtic afterwards. And we'll see, is my prediction, okay, is my analysis of Ange Postecoglou and where he's going to take Spurs. Is it going to be right or am I going to be wrong? Time will tell. Me, Shah. I'm out.